Let's talk more about the potential retail winners and losers with Oppenheimer senior analyst Brian Nagel and Raymond James managing director Olivia Tong. Good afternoon to you both. Brian, I'll start with you because Courtney just teed it up really well. Your expectations for not only this weekend, but for the holiday season at a time where everybody's so focused on the consumer and seeing something like Black Friday activity as, I don't know, a statement on whether we're headed towards a recession or whether the economy is still strong.
Yeah, well, good. Like, happy Thanksgiving. I think Courtney summed it up, quite well. So my daughter and I were at the Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island just a short while ago. We spent a couple hours there. From what I can see now, granted, I was early. I was early at the mall. I thought traffic was a bit light. Now, again, that's by no means a perfect science. I go there essentially every year, but it did seem a bit light. I saw more promotions, nothing really dramatic, but, a lot of 25 to 50% off. But to answer your question, look, Black Friday is not as significant as it once was. The holiday spending season is now spread over a much larger period of time. And like everyone talks about, we're shopping online. So, again, Black Friday's lost some of its relevance, but in the whole discussion of a potential forthcoming recession, the health of the U.S. consumer, we're all going to be watching this. And I think at the end of the day, I think what we're going to see is basically an okay holiday selling season.
Okay. Olivia, do you see it the same way, especially given the fact that you're focused on an area of retail that has been very, very resilient, which is self-care, and it's things like beauty products, when we know people are really grooming themselves and going out to experience life post-pandemic?
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for having me, and happy Thanksgiving. I would agree with a couple of things from our conversation so far, and we've been out since Wednesday and this morning. It seems like the consumer is looking for more value. They are being a little bit more budget conscious than they were last year. There's a wider range of price points. There also seems to be more in stock. Of course, a lot will sell out on day one, but there are different promotions on different days, which people are keeping an eye on. And then, of course, the other thing to think about is last year, China was still in lockdown, right? So there were some supply chain challenges and what have you. So there was a bit of a sense of urgency. Make sure that you get your product because it might not be there when you come back. Whereas this year, it does feel like their supply chains are more open. So there is not that same level of urgency. You're correct in thinking as far as in-store, in-person shopping, it isn't as important as it used to be. A lot of deals happen starting Tuesday night, went into Wednesday. They take a little bit of a pause on Thursday for about half a day. And then now you see minute after minute, all the emails coming in of all the deals that are out there. Last point I want to make with respect to beauty, you're right. Beauty has been very, very resilient. And this aspect of self-care, of taking care of yourself, of taking care of your family and friends as well, has really resonated. On top of obviously social media as well.
So, Brian, this raises the question, who's winning, who's losing in terms of where consumers are putting their value-conscious dollars to work right now? What does that mean in terms of your stock picks?
Well, I'll just make a few really quick comments on what I saw in the mall. So Lululemon, very crowded today. Now, I did see, I thought, more promotionally priced product at Lululemon. But again, that was one of the busiest stores I went to. And then just to discuss my colleagues' comments there, I don't follow the beauty category. But Sephora, that's where my daughter shopped today, was very, very crowded as well. But as far as we think about, the picks coming out of here, again, once we get through the holiday season and we're looking to 24, I still think the athleisure category is positioned very well. So I just mentioned Lululemon. I think Nike is priced on sale here as a stock. And I think retailers like Dick's Sporting Goods are positioned very well as well.